Hey guys, it's your girl Pickles back again with another video. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and this is the first sit down video I'm doing in a long time. Usually I do vlogs. If you've been here and you're a current subscriber, hey y'all, hey guys, how y'all doing? Today's video is me talking. I'm going to be talking a lot. We've reserved this space over here for pictures. I just want to give this disclaimer right now, guys. I do apologize if any of the photos are not of good quality, because I did have to get screenshots, and some of them are pictures of photos that I took off like a photo album and then took a picture with my phone. So if the quality is not that great, yeah, that's why. I'm gonna get right into it, guys. I wrote the script down on my phone. If I keep checking down, just understand that's what it is. So we're starting from way back. I'm talking about when I was just born. This is my hair journey. This is literally everything my hair has ever been through, from natural to relaxed, back to natural. My hair started off natural, obviously. You don't go natural, you return natural. So I started off natural. My hair stayed that way for a lot of my life. I was such a tomboy, so my hair was not really a priority to me, to be honest. And it wasn't really a priority to my mom, in the sense that she wouldn't style my hair herself. So usually my hair was done like every 2 months or whatever, and I'd get in lines or cornrows, and I'd put this style in until they looked raggedy, and then that's the next time I'd go to the salon, where I'd just shampoo, condition, and then get more lines. So sometimes it would be straight back, sometimes it would be pussycat, where they'd be like this, you know, like, yeah, over here, and then they'd add beads sometimes, or no beads. So that was basically the style that I had a lot of my childhood. And eventually I started wearing braids. Most of the styles would be like short shoulder length, because I was still in school. I remember this one style that I really liked, that everybody was doing, and I convinced my mom to let me do, and then it became my thing. It was Sangita. It was this twists with like this Indian type of braids that was like really soft, but I used to do that style a shitload. I also remember this one time, and I'll never ever forget, I experimented with color, yeah, and I did braids that were like all these different colors. There was like white and red, and this guy, and he was a new student, so this guy even had balls. Like, he had balls to say this, or maybe he was trying to be funny, I don't know. And you know yourself, if you're watching this video, you know who you are. He told me I looked like a house help, and I was so offended. But then I had really tough skin. I still have tough skin, which is why I'm like on the internet and share my life and don't care. But yeah, I had really tough skin, so I didn't let it get to me. In fact, I laughed it off. But to be honest,
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
Right? I remember not doing that style again, and every time I see this guy, I remind him what he said about me, and we laugh about it now. We laugh now. Soon after this, I convinced my mom to let me relax my hair, because we were both gonna be part of the bridal party for one of her really closest friends' wedding, and she was the best maid, and I was gonna be like a medium girl. So I did this typical style, you know, that style where you gel with like the hard brown gel, that one. You gel up, and then you put an extension ponytail and have like a leave out. So yeah, I did that. I don't have any pictures. I'll just put a typical picture of that hairstyle. That's the hairstyle I did. So that was the first time I ever relaxed my hair, and I was really excited about this, because now I had this soft hair that I could style myself, that looked like the hair that was in the L'Oreal ads. It'd be playing in water, and then the hair would just be straight. If I tried to do that, my hair would shikana. It would be so ngumu. Like, I can't imagine me detangling my hair at that age, honestly. So at this point, when I've relaxed my hair, it's like super healthy, because it's been natural all this time. I was really feeling it. It looked really nice and healthy. The ends were thick. As much as I wore my hair out, it was really like difficult to style often. While I was in school, I'd do like braids, and I was in middle school, so now I thought I could do some longer braids. So instead of doing like right on my shoulder length, I was doing like, you know, armpit length. I used to do like thin parts, so that could last really long, and I'd stay with them for like 2 to 3 months. And I feel like now I would never do that, but back then, because I was in school, it was the smartest thing. Whenever I'd take the braids out, I would relax my regrowth. Eventually I started wearing my relaxed hair out more often when I was a bit older. I think I'd now moved school, and then I developed this style, this emo kind of style. I don't know where I got this idea from, and I thought it was popping. I thought I was the shit. And it was this thing where I would like use clips to create like side buns, and then also put like a side swoop bang on the side of my head, and it was like so emo, you guys. I don't know why I liked this style so much. I remember around this time I was at this school event and I did this faux hawk, where I took my hair and I spiked it up, and then I took this spray, you know, the spray dye, temporary spray in a can, and it was like reddish, maroonish. So I took that and I sprayed the tips of my hair, and I thought I was like a rock star. I was really feeling it. And honestly, my mom should have now started seeing these hairstyles progressing from now here. She should have now known, hey, this girl is about to start doing some weird things to her hair. I still wore braids regularly, as much as I was wearing my hair out as well. And then I discovered that if you cut the braids, like blunt ends, you could have like a different style for a short time before you completely take them out, and it like actually does give it a different look, in my opinion, because it's something that I still do to this date. And eventually I cut like actual bangs on my hair, and this was like one of my favorite looks to have, and I like wore the bangs out. I think I figured that it frames my face really well, and that like, yeah, the style really suits me. And I still wore braids, but now obviously as the older I get, the longer the braids would get. And now I was doing like waist length. This time I was still doing like normal dark colors because my school still had rules. I finished year 11 around May of this year, and then I did this weave, this Tomb Raider style kind of ponytail. It was like a French braid with bangs in the front, and so the weave was basically like a 360 kind of weave. So the braid part was here in the middle, and then I did a leave out. So then they used that leave out to braid the French braid all the way down, and then left my normal hair as bangs in the front because it was long enough to be bangs. I commend my stylist for doing this style, and I rocked it for prom and graduation, and I won best dressed in prom with this hairstyle and this outfit. Yeah, so after prom I kept this weave in for some time, but the way the tracks were set up, I could only do like a ponytail with bangs or like a faux hawk situation. I was very limited as to how I could style it, so I took the weave out. When I took the weave out, my hair had grown quite a bit, and I kept relaxing it, you know, the regrowth, and I kept styling it these emo ways of mine. I eventually cut the bangs again because now they had started growing out. The bangs were way more healthy because now I had more hair to work with, if that makes sense. And I started getting into curly faux hawks also at this time, and I used to use roller sets to make my hair curly. So I'd use really small rollers in the top and then big rollers on the side, so it could like go back and be flat and then curly at the top. Yeah, and I still wore braids, and I still cut them to have a different style. I didn't realize that braids at this time was a protective style. I used to just do braids as a way to not have to style my hair for a long time, but now I do braids in the intent of low manipulation and protecting my hair and ends. So around 2011, in the beginning, now my cousin was getting married, and I was part of the bridal party again, and I decided to do a weave again. This time it was a full head weave with no leave out, and it was like a Nicki Minaj inspired kind of bangs thing. And I wore this weave to prom again that year, but it wasn't my prom. I was in the prom committee, so I attended the prom. I styled it with tongs in the salon, so they used tongs to like create a wave with my bangs, and then curls in the back of the weave. I took the weave out. My hair had grown like it had been growing, so the bangs had also grown out. And I remember making this racist AF funny photo that got me a lot of likes on Facebook. I don't know what was going through my mind, but yeah, I made that photo. The bangs at this time, like I said, were long, so I used to side sweep them kind of. So I'd do the bangs and then I'd just put a side swoop, and then the bangs would just hang. So around December of this year, my aunt got married, and then I was in a bridal party again. I was in a lot of bridal parties around that time, yo. I was in a lot of weddings. I don't know why I'm not in weddings now. But yeah, my aunt got married, and then I did another weave, and this weave was with a leave out also, and it was the same kind of 360 leave out situation where I could do a ponytail. I don't remember taking a lot of pictures this holiday. I couldn't find them, but I wore that weave for majority of that December holiday. Early 2012, I put braids in, and it was these salsa braids that I was trying on for the first time, and yo, I loved it. I was really feeling myself. I took my year 13 graduation photo with that hair. So like I said, these were all protective styles that I was doing, so my hair was like really growing underneath there. So graduation of year 13 came up, and my mom like finally let me dye my hair. I'd been wanting to dye my hair for a very long time, and she kept saying, finish school, Nina Sukuru, So at this point I did highlights, and they were like copper auburn highlights, and to me I thought I'd like done the most, but honestly I'd barely done anything. I wore my hair out with these highlights for some time, and I got bored honestly, and I decided, let me bleach my hair, and I dyed it like a honey blonde, dark and lovely honey blonde, I think is what I used. But I bleached only half of it. So you'd think like this half, no, I did like up down half. So this top half was bleached and the bottom half remained black. I don't know where I used to get these styles from, maybe Tumblr, I don't know. So you have to keep in mind that my hair was still relaxed at this time, so I was honestly just increasing damage, but I had no idea because I had just done the highlights, then I bleached, and then I dyed. To me, I was trying out new styles, and I just continued to inflict damage. I decided to relax my regrowth, and this was honestly the beginning of the end for my hair. My hair was just really super weak, and the stylist mentioned to me that your hair is getting weak now, you shouldn't dye it. But I didn't like the black roots, so I still wanted blonde hair. So I insisted that I'm coming back in 2 weeks for you to dye my hair again. I went back to the salon and dyed the relaxed regrowth. And let me tell you, this was the worst idea. It was raining my hair in that salon. While the stylist blow dried my hair, it was just raining my hair everywhere. I left them with such thin hair. I don't think I took any pictures for like the next 1 or 2 months. Honestly, I barely took pictures unless someone else took a picture of me. At this point I decided to just let my hair grow without relaxing or dyeing it, which was something I should have done when I was told before, but I guess I had to learn the hard way. I remember now, once when it was a bit healthier, I decided to experiment with food dye as hair color. I was using a blue hair dye, and I thought because my hair was blonde it would come out. So I did a test patch of a strand and it came out like more green. I still thought it looked cool, so I continued with all of it. I rocked this for like a week in school, and after that I realized that my hair was just super damaged, and at this point I just decided I'm just gonna chop it all off. Hey y'all, it's me again, this time in editing mode. Now you know everything that my hair has gone through up until I cut it short for the very first time. If you're interested in seeing what happens after this, then stay tuned for part 2. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite phase of mine was so far. I'll let you know what my favorite phase is once all the videos are up. And if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bells so that you always know when I upload a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.